Okay guys, so welcome to Pycoders Academy Python course. And in our previous video we were looking at the introduction to conditional statements in Python, and we said the conditional statements are the if statement, the elif statement, then the else statement. So we looked at how the conditional statements are written, where we said the type of the statement is written, then the statement, then we bring a colon, then we tap it, then we write our code we want it to be run when it's true. So first, the if statement will be run when the statement is true. When the statement is true, then it will run. But if it false, it will come here, the elif statement, or it will come to the else statement. So let's look at it. So first, so the if statement is the first statement in the conditional statement. So when we have let's say we want to write about a condition, we just start with the if, then we go to the elif, then we go to the else, as if we are speaking English. So we say, if your father is there, call me, or else don't call me. So if your father is there, so that's the first statement. So the if is the first statement, then we come to the else don't call me. We can't say else don't call me if your father is there. Nah, it doesn't make sense. So we start with the if statement first, then we go to the elif, then we go to the else. So sometimes you won't see the elif here. It depends on the condition you are writing. Okay, the code tabbed is printed out when the if statement is true. So as I said, if the statement is true, the if will be printed out. If it fails, the else will be printed out, or the elif. Okay, so the elif is between the else and the if. So when you come to the if, then you go to the else if, then you go to the else. So the else if is the elif. So from if to else if to the else. Then the else is when the if and elif fails. So when these two fails, then we come to here. Okay, so let's look at an example. So let's say we have a variable named x. So x equals 2. Then we are saying, so we are using an if statement to make the first condition. So the first one will be, let's say if x equals 2, then we bring the colon, then it will be tabbed, then you bring your let's say condition. So print this, then you say yes. Okay, then let's say we want to write, so here the if else if it should be on the same line. So it should be on this line. Let me change it. So it should be on this line, the same line, and the print should be on the same line. Okay, so let's go to the else if. So let's say elif, so it is written at elif, the else if is let's say elif x equals 1, print, let's say uh no, just printing no twice, or you can apply your repeating statement, repeating method in string. So you just use times 2. So no. Okay, then you can say, so the else is the last one. So here in conditional statement, we can have many elif statements. So we can have another one like else if x equals is equals 2. We just do print, then we say no, then times, let's say 3. We can have another one too, but let's keep it to the else. So else, then so the else doesn't require any statement because it fails. So when it fails in this one and it fails in this one, then it comes to the else. So in the else there is no statement. We just write the else, then the colon, then you tap it, then we say print, let's say just no. Let's print no. So single no. So no. Okay. So here actually what is happening here, x equals 2, that is our variable which we are assigning 2 to the variable x, and you are saying if x equals 2, so you are checking for equality here. So if I said if the statement is true, the if will run. So here x equals 2, so x equals 2 is true because in this variable x equals 2 here, so it will compare here these two and these two to see if they are of the same number, then it will bring the boolean result out. Then let's say here we got true, so the if will run. So when it runs, then this print will run, but this will not run. This statement will not run because this have run because it's true. So this will only run, this will be the only code which will run. But when, let's say this is uh, let's say 3. Okay, now let me run the code first so that you can appreciate the result. So let's let's see. So here we got yes. You can see there is no yes here except the one in the if statement, so it means that the statement is true. So that's why the if was run. But if the statement was false, like let's say 0, it will go to, let's put the 2 here, then let's put 3 here. It will first come to the if, as I said it is the first statement, then it will go to the elif. So the elif, it will come and check at the elif. So when x equals 2 here, which is true, then it will print this, the number times 2, the string times 2. So let's run this code. So you can see we get no 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 no. So like two strings multiplying. So we are multiplying this string, like the string by 2. So we are getting two strings, which is like the repeating string. Okay, so the if didn't run because this was false. The statement was false, and this statement was true. So it will come here, then it will come here. And if this one is also false, it will come here. So let's change this to, let's say 1. Then let's put 2 here. Let's run this code. Okay, so you can see this statement is false because x is not equal to 0. This is also false, but this is true. So this will be the program which will be run, and this one was the no times 3. So it will be repeating the no twice. So there's no first, no second, then no third. So 3 no's. Then if these 3 didn't run, like this statement were false, so let's say here was 3, so it will mean that this is false, this is false, this is false, and this won't be run, this won't be run, that one won't be run. So it will come to the else. Since there is no condition here, when these 3 fails, it comes here straight away. When this tree fails, it comes here straight away. So let's run this code. Because these 3 are failed, this should run. So let's run this code. Okay, so we got no here. So here is no. There is no no here because here there is 3 times. So you have to get 3 no's. Here you have to get 2 no's. Here you have to get yes. But here is no, and that's the output here. So when these statements are false, it comes to the else. So when this is false, it comes to the elif. When the elif is false, it comes to the elif. Maybe there's many elif, it goes through the elifs. Then when these elifs are false, then it comes to the else. Okay, so now we understand how to use the if, the elif, and the else statement. So when the if fails, it goes to the elif, and when the elif fails, it goes to the else. So this is so simple. So you can try another example, like let's say first name is equal to, let's say string of Faisal. So let's say Faisal. That's my first name. So this the first name. Then we say if first name, so that's the variable name, is equal to, you use the equality sign, not the assignment sign. Then you say because, so the data type should come here. So because this is a string, the code should come. Don't forget, so quote file. Then you use your colon to end it, then you tap it, then you write your code. So let's say if first name underscore name is equal to file, then we can say that, let's say you are right. You are right. Okay, so what if the statement fails? We just go elif first underscore name is equal to, let's say we end it with a colon, then we print, let's say this is the right answer. Okay, then we give it an else statement, which is, so actually you can only use one, just one, but when you are using the elif, if should be present. But when you are using the elif, if should be present. But if you are using if, then you can ignore the elif, then else. But if you are using elif or else, if should be present. Okay, so the else, and go print, then we go doesn't match. Let's say doesn't match. Okay, so here the first underscore name is equal to file, and it will compare this to this, and this is equal, so this statement is true, so it will be the one printed out. So like this, so this will be the one print, so you get this code. So print you are right, so this will be what we will see as the result. So let's run this code. So you got you are right because it's the same as the file here. So let's change this to, let's say say, then here to, yeah, let's change say, then let's say here to be man. Okay, so what will we get here? So we will get let's see, here is false, say is false, man five is false. So when these statements are false, then it will come to the else. So let's run this code. So it came to the else, doesn't match. So this is the doesn't match here, so it doesn't match. So these two statements are false, so it came to the doesn't match. So I think you understand now. You can try more examples on your own. You can apply this conditional statement to the project we did before to get a very very complex code that you can add to your resume or portfolio. So I think that's that for conditional statements. So we will look at how to apply them in the project ahead. We will be doing a project under these beginner advanced courses as we did in the basic courses. So okay, thank you for watching.